Hello friends, so today's topic that we will be dealing is nothing but the overall heat transfer coefficient. So this is a very another important term that we will be utilizing throughout the heat transfer subject. So what is overall heat transfer coefficient we will understand, and then we will see what is the formula and what is the unit accordingly. Okay, so now before going to the definition of it, first focus on this diagram. Okay, what is this diagram? Diagram is nothing but a plain wall, okay, which is having a fluid A on one side and the fluid B on the other side, right? Now the heat is flowing from the fluid A to the fluid B, right? So obviously the temperature of the fluid A, it is on the higher side, and the temperature of the fluid B, it is on the lower side. That means you can say that TA, it is greater than TB. So now when the heat flows from one fluid to another fluid, okay, what I am telling, just see, when the heat flows from one fluid, that is fluid number A, to fluid number B, and when there is a wall, what will be the heat transfer? How will be the heat transfer? That we will be seeing. Okay, so this side, okay, this side, it is nothing but fluid is there. Okay, this is a plain wall, that is nothing but a solid wall, and this side again fluid is there. Fluid means atmospheric air, you can say. Okay, so now when the heat flows from fluid A to fluid B, okay, what will be the electrical network? This we will be seeing. Okay, so this is the electrical network. Here the network is drawn. There are three resistance. Why the three resistance have came? That should be very much clear. We will see here. Now what is happening? The fluid A, the heat from fluid A to fluid B, sorry, first the heat will flow from fluid A, that is point number TA, to this wall. So this medium, that is this air, will offer some resistance, that is nothing but conduction. Now when the heat reaches at this point, okay, you can see the arrow over here, this solid surface will again offer some resistance as the heat flows through the solid. So that surface, the solid surface, again will offer some resistance. So that is the second resistance. Now the heat has reached this point number 2 here, T2. Now when the heat moves from this point T2 to this atmospheric air, again this atmospheric air will offer some resistance. So this is the third resistance, right? So overall there are three resistance, 1, 2 and 3. So what is this first resistance called as? The first resistance is called as the convective resistance. Why? Because the heat is being transferred from fluid to this solid. So the medium here, it is air, right? That's why convection. Now the heat is moving from this point number 1 to point number 2, this inclined line. Now the heat is flowing through the solid. That's why it is a conduction. And again, when the heat reaches the outer surface, again this heat is being transferred to the outer fluid. Okay, so the fluid is there. So the heat is now flowing from this wall to this air by convection, right? So there are two convective resistance, first and the third one, and one conductive resistance. Okay, so this should be very much clear to you. So now in heat transfer, we will be always dealing with the numerical when there is conduction, convection. Okay, we will not be purely focusing on conduction only every time. Okay, in each and every numerical, you will find that conduction is also there and convection is also there. So when such case arise, the term which we will be utilizing is nothing but this, the overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, clear? So when there is a combined conduction and convection, we will be utilizing the term the overall heat transfer coefficient, and it is denoted by capital U. Okay, it's very simple. So this electrical diagram, I hope it is clear. First one is the convection resistance, the second one is the conduction resistance, and again third one is the convection resistance. So what is the formula for heat transfer from this fluid to this fluid, this solid surface? Okay, First here it is convection. So what is the formula? Q is equal to HA delta T, right? So Q is equal to H. Here the convective heat transfer coefficient is H1. A is nothing but the area, and what is this delta T? That is nothing but temperature difference, Ta minus T1, right? So this is first, this is nothing but convective heat transfer, HA delta T. Now the heat is flowing from this solid surface to this solid surface. So this is a conduction resistance, Fourier's law. So what is the formula? Q is equal to Ka delta T divided by this thickness. So here what I am writing, Ka delta T is nothing but T1 minus T2 divided by the thickness is nothing but delta X. Okay. And the third one is nothing but, again the heat is flowing from this outer wall to this outer fluid. So the formula is, again this is a convection. So Q is equal to HA delta T. Now here H is nothing but H2, A is nothing but area, and what is delta T? Temperature difference, T2 minus TB. Right? So this is what is nothing but the overall heat transfer. Now what we will do, we will add this all. Okay, we will remove this is equal to sign and we will add this. So what we will get, Q is equal to delta T upon this summation R. What is this R now? R is nothing but thermal resistance, right? Now what is this thermal resistance? Here you can see 1 upon HA. Why 1 upon HA? Because the first resistance is nothing but convective resistance. I will show you in the PPT. Okay, here you can see this is the conduction resistance. When there is a convective resistance, what is the formula? 1 upon HA. Now when there is conductive resistance, this is the resistance offered by this plane wall. So what is the formula for conductive resistance? Okay, delta X divided by Ka. So this is the conductive resistance. And again from here to here it is a convection. So 1 upon H2A, it is nothing but the convective resistance. So the formula becomes Q is equal to delta T upon R. Okay, that is nothing but final temperature. So initial temperature minus the final temperature. So Ta minus Tb delta T divided by, what is this? 1 upon Ha plus delta X upon Ka plus 1 upon Hb. So this equation and this equation is same, only when we add it, okay, we get the same equation. So this is the equation, right? When we all add this, we will get, and we have taken out this temperature constant. So Ta minus Tb divided by 1 upon Ha plus delta X upon Ka plus H2 upon A, right? So now this is the definition. Okay, I'm just highlighting is the overall heat transfer combined by conduction and convection is frequently expressed in the term, and that term is called as nothing but the overall heat transfer coefficient, denoted by U. So what is the formula now when we will be utilizing the overall heat transfer? Q is equal to UA delta T. So this U is nothing but the overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, same formula. Newton's law of cooling, all of you have studied. Q is equal to HA delta T. Same is the formula. Okay, but we will be utilizing it when there is combined conduction and convection, right? So here Q is equal to UA delta T. This will be the formula now. What is this A? A is the area and the overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, now this U, it is what? U is equal to 1 upon HA plus delta X upon Ka plus 1 upon HA2. Okay, if we take A common. So this is the formula. Or what is this? This is nothing but R. So what is the basic formula? U is equal to 1 upon R. Okay, so this is nothing but what is meant by overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, I hope the definition part is clear to you. U is nothing but 1 upon R. And what is R? R is nothing but the thermal resistance. Here there are three resistance. First is the convection, second is the conduction, and third is nothing but again convection. So this diagram should be very much clear to you. Okay, this three resistance have came from this diagram only, right? So